We just wanna have a good time, good time. Feeling it with good vibes, good vibes. We wanna have a good time, good time. Dancing to the sunrise, sunrise. 'Cause baby, you know that.
We are Hypnotic Vibes. We're from Greeley, Colorado. It's a small town north of Denver.
My name is Mauro Alvarado. I was born and raised in Fort Lupton, Colorado.
I was born in Georgia, actually, and I'm a military kid, so I spent my life growing up overseas.
I'm Sterling. I was born in Fort Collins, and I was actually raised in Florida.
I'm Joey Solano. I was born and raised in Commerce City, Colorado.
I guess my style is more ska, which is kind of like on the punk side. I kind of grew up playing a lot of jazz.
I was basically classical the whole way, and then when I met these guys, that's where I really it was able to shine, and I sort of developed more of the lead trumpet sound that was less pretty like classical, more like the ska jazz.
I would say my style is more of the rock reggae. Recently, I've been trying to kind of dig into the pop aspect of music.
My style is more on the punk side. I grew up with a lot of classical music training, but punk is what I've always connected to.
This band was started, it was an acoustic act. I believe Sterling reached out and wanted to add the horn aspect because it was, along the reggae ska line. And from there, that's how we met Mario. He was the drummer. He was friends with Sterling, who was also in a different band. They were in a band together. And then from there, this is where we came across Alex as well. They're all in the music program at Northern Colorado.
Mine started when I went to my older sister's band concerts. I saw her playing. She was playing clarinet. And when the jazz band was playing, I actually saw the drummer. And I was like, Mom, that drummer is so cool. That's what I want to do. And ever since then, she tried to get me in classes in middle school. I started in 5th grade in the percussion section. And ever since then, I just wanted to keep playing drums, just expand my knowledge of everything.
I think for me, music started towards the end of high school. My first instrument was a ukulele. That's something I just wanted to pick up, and I wanted to learn, the typical Somewhere Over the Rainbow song and just play that. I thought that was cool. I didn't really pick up guitar till probably the middle of college. And, from there I taught myself with YouTube, anything I could, chord charts, stuff like that. And I never thought I'd be writing my own songs, but here we are today. So.
I had to do band in 5th grade. It was just a thing we had to do at my school, and I picked trumpet mostly because it had 3 buttons that I had to worry about. Then I just stuck with it until I found these guys and realized it was a thing I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So.
I actually went to a pretty small middle school, but I went there wanting to play percussion and play drums and stuff. And so I tried it out, and he said, well, maybe you should try this, and he handed me a trombone, and they didn't have any trombone players. So I was like, all right, I'll try it out, and ever since then I've been playing trombone. That's all I want to do.
I would say one of our biggest things that we've faced is, the financials, but at the same time, we don't let that define us as musicians. So.
Well, I think it was one of those moments where I basically just had to ask myself, is this worth it? And it's one of those things where, you're sitting in my truck and just like, okay, this is where I'm at. And it's one of those things that, for me at least, I had realized there was no other option for me. This is what I want to do. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. And if that means that I have to, spend the night in my truck or have to ask, friends to help me and let me crash on their couch or, in their spare bedroom, and kind of taking yourself out of that comfort zone of that sort of stability, that was one of the things that was worth it for me. And it was that moment when I realized I can't turn back now. If I can go through that, then what else can you throw at me? I'll get through it. I'll work hard. And so that was kind of that. It was that defining moment of, this is it. And this may not be the lowest point. Like, it might even get worse than this, but I know that I can handle it. And I think that was kind of the thing that we all kind of took on at that point, and we all started helping each other out and realizing, we can do this, and we will just have to find another way.
Every time we're in front of a crowd or when we're with each other, that just in itself inspires us, because we love each other like family, and just that whole entire inspiration of being in front of a crowd and seeing people sing along to our lyrics or dance along to our music is just such an inspiration. The fact that we can affect somebody's lives even just a little bit with our music is kind of what pushes us to continue. We know, like, not everybody has the same story as us, and everybody has their different stories, but I think we can all relate in some way, and that's kind of what's the cool thing with our music, is like we try to portray what we are going through and see if like people can relate to what we're going through, but at the same time to have a good time and enjoy your lives, because no matter what happens, you're always going to still have positive aspects in your life.
I would say our music is inspired from not only good times but bad, and a lot of times when people listen to music, they dance to it, they have fun to it, but the second they're having a bad time is when they actually start listening to the lyrics and interpreting those lyrics for what they are and for what they're worth. I would say together we've gone through financial problems, personal relationship problems. It's all there, and it's all the perfect ingredients to write music about. And we understand other people are experiencing those exact same situations, so we just want to tell those people, you're not alone, we're there with you. We went through those exact moments, so here's something that we can present you to make you feel good, to make you feel good at the end of the day.
We ask that question to ourselves all the time. People ask us what our genre is, and we literally spew out like 6 genres. We've had disco, we've had punk, we've had reggae, we've had ska, we've had jazz, we've had soul. So we just call it feel-good music, because when you listen to it, you feel good.
I would say we kind of set out on a mission. The second we realized this band is the 4 of us, and let's do this thing, we kind of set out on a mission to just show other people that you're going to experience good times, you're going to experience bad times, but let's move forward and think about those good times and create that positive energy to your friends, your family. And so Sundancer kind of stemmed from Alex being homeless at one point and us kind of being down on our luck, and just all the bad things that had been happening at the time. We kind of just threw it all into one big pot and just really started to study songwriting with pop music, stuff like that, and it was kind of born. I think Sylvia Massey really brought this song to life, because before we got to her, it was not as fun with the horn lines that we had written, and she really brought that to life. And I think the whole time during that recording process, we felt this is a song that could be in a Disney movie at this point. Like, she really did bring that to life.
Along those lines, I think especially like if you listen to the bridge, it's about you have to pay your bills, but don't worry about it. You're gonna have bad times, don't worry about it. But I like we said, I think the biggest thing is everybody goes through tough times. Everybody has issues they go through that it's kind of hard to deal with, but you just need to let those go, and you just need to have a good time. Focus on those good, positive aspects in your life, because if you don't, it's just really going to drag you down, and you're just not going to enjoy life. And that's what we're here to do, is enjoy life.
Collectively, we listen to bands like Revolution, Iration, they're Cali-style reggae bands. We listen to ska music, we listen to Streetlight Manifesto, Mad Caddies. I mean, the list goes on. I guess one interesting fact about me is I actually play the ukulele better than I play guitar, but I've never played the ukulele in this band. That's something I would love to experiment with in the future. And you know, I hear ukulele in pop songs all the time, and would love to experiment with that.
I'm a pretty decent beatboxer. I've been doing it probably longer than I've been playing trombone, actually, to be honest. And I've only beatboxed with this band like once as like an intro, so.
Bringing it back.
About me, I have this weird fascination with Rubik's Cubes. I have a pretty large, as you can tell, I have a pretty large collection of different ones, 3x3s, 4x4s, a 12-sided. I have one that changes shapes. I don't know what it is. They're just so interesting to me. I know this isn't the best one ever, but my personal record on a 3x3 is 1:30. So, the type of guy that just like, and then puts it back together. Not too, girl.
Cats. I love cats.
One message I would like to relay to fans is you don't have to be the best at anything in order to pursue it as a career. I think with any work ethic, if you have a hard work ethic, you can pursue any degree you want. You could pursue any career you want. You could be anything you want to be with a hard work ethic. And at the same time, you can have fun with that passion. And one other thing I guess want our fans to know is that money doesn't have to define you. I think it's something, if you learn to work around, money in general, you can once again do anything you want with your life.
Like Joe said, when you're on that stage, you know it's a viable career. You don't have to be making millions to be a musician, even if it's just a side thing where you're playing, on the weekends with some friends, or if you're going out and playing on the street corner and busking. It's still a viable career. I would definitely pursue it. If you love music, pursue it. It's definitely worth it, even with all of the troubles you may go through, and you may not go through them, but it's definitely worth it. So pursue it.
That's a wrap, guys. We just wanna have a good time, good time. We're feeling it with good vibes, good vibes. We wanna have a good time, good time. Dancing to the sunrise, sunrise. 'Cause baby, you look good.